back. And we're done. Bye, kids.
And that's the end.
That's it.
And that's all there is for Tuesday night.
Whoop, whoop. Okay, sorry. Excuse us as we're both on our phones. I'm just making sure. Being really great hosts. We back.
Being really great hosts. Hosts.
Listen, it's a new cereal. It's coming out. That's it. So greetings. Just making sure this went through. Wait.
No, we are. I see us.
Are you sure?
No, we're here.
We're
here.
There?
Look, we're there.
We're happening?
That's
okay,
where
good.
we are right now.
Great.
We're existing in this playing
happening?
field.
That's so weird that it's not showing here.
It's not showing up on this screen.
You guys can see us,
please
correct?
Tell us. My body is ready.
I mean, yeah, but that was posted before we... Just confirm for us friends that you can see us.
Please say you can see us.
Please say it. Say you can see us. Say the thing. Though if you can see it on your phone, they should be able to see it.
I can see it on my phone.
Yeah,
and Walter just said he can see us too.
Okay, good. All right, so we're going to assume that you guys can see us. Great. Wonderful. Thank you, Walter. Hello, friends. My name is Shut Up Kristen.
And my name is Tom Catt.
Together we make Catt and Kristen, which apparently needs clarification, according to Tom. Just again, my name is Kristen.
And my name is Tom Catt.
My name is in fact not Catt, and their name is in fact not Kristen. I didn't know that this needed to be addressed, but apparently it did.
It amuses the bejesus out of me when people say,
That's
"Oh,
it.
you do that show with Catt," and I'm like,
Yeah.
Yes, 'tis moi.
Catt is you.
'Tis me.
Kristen is me. I'm a 10.
Not a 10.
Not a 10. So yay. Greetings. We talk about the cosplay community. We've been gone for a little while because I was abroad.
She was.
I am still abroad.
Me too.
Bye.
And
That's it.
children, this is the show today.
This is it.
We've been away for a while. You are in for some antics, despite the conversation at hand.
It's true. Yeah. How have your last couple of weeks been? Just quickly.
They've been okay. I've been, living the high life.
Sequening
my ass off.
It's true. That's if I understood how to use OBS better, I would zoom in on your face in that moment.
I want the sequins done, damn it. I want them on the damn costume. But something this is what we do for our art.
This is it. We sequin for months, days,
for months,
hours.
For years.
Years. Thank you, Jessica. This was actually my first ever Kigu.
And I still, to this day, do not own one singular Kigu.
We're going to make you one.
No, we're not.
Yes, an Ursula one?
Okay.
Tell me you don't want those tentacles on your body.
I would love nothing more
than to have those tentacles on your body.
Than to have those tentacles on my body.
You can take that out of context.
Tom Catt hentai. Available at a store near you. It'll be on Redbubble by the end of the show.
It's true. Anyway, greetings. One of my buttons just came out. I'm not wearing underwear.
I am the sea bitch, aren't I? I just made that happen.
You just made that happen, tentacle. All right, so, yeah.
To those unaware,
yeah.
And to those aware,
yeah.
There has been a lot going on in the cosplay community today. We have mentioned, thank you.
Yeah. That was also just a genuine sip. But
we have mentioned this in episode upon episode upon episode upon every singular episode.
We couldn't possibly talk about this more, I don't think.
Nope.
No.
Cosplay is not consent.
Yeah. Okay. So, as a lot of you are aware, there's a situation going on right now where a female cosplayer, and I'm going to ask that you guys don't talk about it in our comment section.
Please don't.
We have been really, really clear here, like super, super clear that this show is not about calling anybody specifically out. It's not a gossiping show. It's not a whatever. And not that this is gossip, because it is legitimate accusations against a person. But everybody's sort of aware of the situation, and we would prefer if you didn't like talk about how this person is trash or talk about any of this sort of stuff in the comments. There's a big female cosplayer right now who has been accused by a couple of other females of sexual assault at cons, of like grabbing their asses without their consent, with pulling up their tops without their consent, revealing their breast, revealing another person's breasts to people without their consent. And it's a big deal. And I'm glad that it's getting a lot of traction and people are talking about it, because it's really highlighting a double standard that we have of, if this were a male cosplayer, I think it would have made the story would have blown up a lot quicker than it did. But it's a big story, and it's really, really shitty. And please remember that females are capable of sexual assault. Males are capable of sexual assault. Non-binary folks are capable of sexual assault. Everybody is. And we should believe people...
With the exception of those that are asexual, I think. Perhaps? That is a question
I think they're still capable of it.
That's...
Oh God, no! We can't go down that rabbit hole. We can't go down that rabbit hole.
Doctor Who, what is happening?
We can't go down this rabbit hole right now. But yeah, it's obviously a huge situation. And it's obviously, we have said this over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, and it's never okay. You have to know your boundaries with people. You have to know what's going on, and you should know when stuff is feels wrong.
And I use myself as an example pretty frequently when it comes to these types of subjects, because when I go to conventions and I see people that I've built up a friendship with, and I've built up a familiarity with them, I will grab them. I will hold on to them. I will like sneak up behind them and give them a hug, because usually their gut reaction is, "Oh my God, who's touching me?" And then I'm like, then they turn around and it's just like, "Oh, thank God it's only Tom." Like, I mean, I know that that's a crutch for me to use, but I, at the end of the day,
are very certain.
I make it very clear to them, like, listen, if I have made you feel some type of way, I apologize and will not do it again.
Ever again, yeah, exactly.
But I have already previously become good friends with them by that point. Yeah, totally.
I mean, you and I are best friends, and I even a couple weeks ago when we were getting ready for a con, I literally said, I was like, "Can I touch the butt? Can I?"
She asked.
I literally was like, and I was pretty certain that you would say yes. Like, I probably didn't have to ask.
Not very many have an opportunity to do that.
I probably didn't have to ask, but I was like, I don't want there to be a shadow of a doubt of that. This was a comfortable thing. So just everyone, be really, really respectful of people. Be respectful. Do unto others as you would want done unto you. But with other people's consents, because other people also have different wants and needs than you do. Also, something that we kind of talked about, and who knows in the future if we will do a full episode on this, is it's been really disheartening seeing a lot of conversations online about this person devolve into shaming them for their weight or the type of cosplay that they do, instead of shaming them for the actual thing they did.
Rather than talk about them for the nonsense that they did, they would much rather talk garbage and do something like body shaming. Yeah. And why? Houseway.
Yeah.
Why do the thing?
It's really, and that's in part why we never name names on here, because I don't want a comment section devolving into, "I've always known this person was trash and they're just whatever." Like, sure, you can think all of those things and feel all of those things or whatever, but like, just...
Nikki's comment.
Yeah, I know. Tom, when I first met you, I asked to touch your fake boobs. Yeah, you gotta ask.
And honestly, they were there. And I'm like... People are often terrified because it's like, "Oh my God, there's this 6 foot something drag queen with enormous breasts," and I'm like, "Yes,
greetings. Hello.
That's what I'm about.
That's all."
And they feel pretty real too.
Yeah.
But I mean, as I put the tea down, just understand that the cosplay community is made up of people of all different walks of life.
Yeah.
All different types of personalities.
Yeah.
And you don't want to randomly grab somebody that may not want to be grabbed.
No. Nope.
Understand the people that you're dealing with.
Yeah, totally. And then call people out for their bullshit online, but that just because somebody also does something that's terrible and really, really shitty doesn't then give you the excuse to let out all of the terrible things that you've thought about them, like calling them fat, calling them whatever. Like, you're getting into some weird territory.
You're dancing on thin ice.
You're dancing on thin ice. Yeah, it's shame them for what I think is actually the huge problem at hand. Don't use that as an excuse to then impose all of your judgments you've ever felt about them. But yeah, I feel like...
Speaking of body shaming...
Hey!
Gatekeepers in the cosplay community.
They waiting. They want you to solve a riddle. Then you can cross the bridge.
After, of course, paying the troll toll.
After paying the troll toll.
Solve a riddle. It's been a while since I've seen her, and I need to get reacclimated to her zaniness.
Here I am. Hi.
So, the reason we're bringing this up is because... Why? I mean...
Did you forget?
When you are a cosplayer and when you are an individual, let's start in the primordial stages, shall we?
Once we were an egg. And then we hatched into the ether. Grew tentacles.
And achieved nirvana.
Yeah. Yeah.
It smells like teen spirit. So, I was not expecting you to be silent for that one.
No, sorry. I was reading Keisha's comment of that she wanted us to talk about the fact that mental illness was brought into it and that mental illness isn't an excuse.
Okay.
Quickly, yes.
Yes.
Totally. Agreed.
There was no if you are going to do something messed up and then you blame a mental illness, no.
Yep, I know plenty of people with mental illnesses that don't sexually assault anybody. So, we've definitely discussed that though before, because we've discussed that within the context of cosplay.
We've discussed anxiety, social anxiety, the mental illness
we've discussed that before.
Yes.
Keisha, totally agree. It's not an excuse for shitty behavior ever. Yeah. Totally agree. Again, we'd like to move. We've talked about this at length on the podcast.
There have been,
and if you'd like to see more conversations about it, just scroll through our stuff, read what the little captions. We've talked about this extensively.
Mm-hmm. It sucks that we have to keep on having the conversation.
Yeah, it just comes up. It feels like it comes up every week. It really does. And like, it's, of course, we want to always reinstill that cosplay is not consent and dispel this.
If
really
you guys
shitty
want,
behavior.
we'll start every episode with cosplay is not consent and then start the episode.
We're going to have to start reaching out to them to get copyright permission.
Yes.
That was good. Reaching out.
That was fantastic.
As if I've never made a motherfucking joke.
Never.
Weather.
Okay. Oh, hell. Now that we've gotten that red herring out of the way.
Yeah.
Gatekeepers.
Yeah.
People who think that you need to cosplay a certain way in order to be perceived as amazing.
Yeah.
If I'm going to gender bend Catwoman, guess what? I'ma do it.
Yeah.
And if you don't like it, that's on you.
There are quite a lot of people out there that are that believe that they are the keepers of canon, if you will, where they are the ones that are going to let you know if your cosplay did it or not. And this, if you did the thing, it doesn't matter if you spent hours upon hours upon hours upon hours of work making the cosplay, doing all this other stuff. No. They're going to let you know if you in fact did it. They're just going to let you know real quick.
And these elected officials will make it quite clear on many forms of social media.
Oh, yeah. And you know what? I want to make really clear, too, because, like, we host a weekly show about the cosplay community. I never want to be considered a gatekeeper. We are constantly having conversations about the community. I don't want anybody thinking that I know what's right.
With people.
Yeah, I don't want anybody ever to think that, like, I think I know what's right for the community and that's it and done. Neither one of us are elected officials. You've just elected to watch this video, which we appreciate and would appreciate if you share with your friends. However, there are a lot of people that believe that they, in fact,
own these characters, yes. Basically.
Yeah. That's actually a great t-shirt idea. Elected cosplay officials. TM, copywritten by Don't Come For Me.
There are people out there that feel a cosplayer cannot cosplay somebody that is out of their race.
Yep.
That is out of their gender.
Out of their body
type. That is out of their body type. Mm-hmm. Why? What possesses you to think this way, darling?
And you know what's so sad too is that people hide behind that they are like, it's because they're bigger fans than other people. It's because it's their childhood and it's their thing that you're messing with. Listen, I dare you to find a bigger Harry Potter fan than I am. I dare you. Just please bring it the fuck on. And I love seeing people of every race, every body type, every whatever, cosplaying my favorite fucking characters. Don't come for me.
I want more Black Hermione.
Yeah, that's it. Hermiones. Mandrakes. Professor Sprouts. I want literally I find that to be so offensive of people. You see it a lot in the Sailor Moon community too. I've noticed a ton in the fucking Sailor Moon community. If there's anything that my beautiful Moon Menagerie members have learned is that people take their canon quite seriously, and it's really annoying.
There is no reason for you to tell a cosplayer that they can't do something because it hurt your widow feelings.
Yeah.
Grow a pair of nuts and appreciate that they also have a feeling about this type of fandom.
Yeah.
And understand that your opinion is not fact. It's just opinion.
Right.
There are times when I may say to somebody, oh, I love this Ursula cosplay so much. Here's what I may have done differently. Mm-hmm. Or rather than even say that, just say, oh my God, this is beautiful. You work it so well.
Yeah.
Never once do I ever say, what a piece of shit that was.
Yeah. Nah, that's awful.
I mean, the one issue that we talked about really early in the series was when when Disney released the designer villain collection, and they had made Ursula slender.
Yeah.
To the point where she looked.
And they labeled it as that it was a high. They were supposed to be high fashion. Yeah. Which is unfortunate because I love that fucking design. I love it. However, they definitely got a lot of slack for doing that, and I remember us talking about that. Slack? Oh, not Slack. Yeah, Slack would be good.
Slack would be...
Slack is just a program I use for work literally every day, so it's just part of my vocab now.
Welcome to Grammar with Tom Catt.
Welcome to Remote Working with Kristen. It takes place in a kigurumi. Yeah, it's very concerning.
And this is one of the reasons that we have these cos positivity conversations, these panels.
Totally.
These are the reasons why we have these conversations, because so many individuals think that they can say, well, that's not accurate cosplay. That's not something appropriate.
It's really upsetting.
And why?
It's really, and the thing that upsets me the most is, and it's reflected in Katie's comment here, is she's asking, she's going to be cosplaying for the first time ever, and I'm very worried that the cosplay I want to do, Sailor Jupiter, will get a negative experience at Comic-Con. And that is what really concerns me, is that, newer cosplayers are really worried about, whether it be because their race doesn't match the cosplay they want to do, their body type doesn't, whatever it is, that they won't even then make the first jump and cosplay that character they love. That makes me so upset, man. Makes me so sad, because Katie, I think you should do you, and I think that you will get a lot of positive responses. I will say that most of the gatekeepers that I have encountered have been online, not in person.
That's usually
usually where I see it, but
this is something that we've talked about, where social media is sort of this all-encompassing issue where when you post something online, yes, you do offer yourself up for criticisms, but as we've mentioned before, there's a big difference between being criticized for a cosplay and being told it's shitty.
Yeah.
Like, my personal favorite, there was when I had posted my Harem Genie. Now, to those that don't know, my Harem Genie is an homage to Robin Williams. I personally think that Robin Williams would have enjoyed the fact that I have a painted face
so much.
And an incredibly hairy body, because he himself was
a hairy man,
a hairy person.
Yeah.
And people are just so taken aback. It's like, oh, well, I don't get it. I don't understand.
I don't want to see that on my feed.
It's not for you. It's not for you to understand. Appreciate the artistry.
Yeah.
As we've said before, cosplay is performance art. Appreciate it for what it is.
Yeah.
And if you can't say something nice,
don't say nothing at all. That's it. But I will also say, like, upon reflecting, like, right after what I said, like, I've never encountered it in person before, but I will also say that I am a white, like, fairly average-sized, like, woman, and I have never, so I also am in, like, sort of a privileged position of, like, a lot of the characters that I've cosplayed have been within my body type, have been within my race. But you know this fair and well. I would love to cosplay Ursula, and I have never attempted, very, very, very simply because I've seen thinner cosplayers get so much shit for cosplaying Ursula.
You know what I have to say to that? Other people's opinions of you
are none of your business.
If you want to cosplay Ursula, I will happily help.
I know, that's my whole thing, and it hasn't, like, fully stopped me, but, like, it's one of those things where it's definitely pushed it farther and farther back in my brain, because I'm like, I don't really want to deal with that yet. I don't really want to deal with that right now, what sort of deal, which is just annoying. It's annoying that even goes through my mind, you know? Like, because part of me is like, yeah, I do whatever the fuck I want sort of deal in the cosplay community, but also, I am totally receptive to, like, oh, this is just going to be a headache. Is it going to be as good as it's worth sort of deal, worth the headache? And I think people are getting better with that a little bit, but like a little bit. Baby steps.
And then this is what brings up another conversation that is very hard for a lot of people to have.
Yeah.
What is the difference between being a gatekeeper for a character and being racist?
Yeah.
And it's sort of that fine line that it's tricky territory. Because if someone says, oh, well, the best example that I can come up with is, you're Cinderella. You can't be black. You must be white.
Yeah.
Saying something like that to a person, be it online or in person, and if it's in person, you're a shithole. If it's online, you're just as big a shithole. Just you're in cyberspace.
That means to you that an integral part of the character is them being white. There are not a lot of characters that I can think of off the top of my head where them being white is integral to their character. Other than privilege. But like, to their story and why you're probably relating to them and or love them. Listen. Calm your shit down.
Easier said than done.
Yeah, I just find it so, I think of all the things that I love, and especially like for a long time there were only a couple of POC Doctor Who characters, right? Only a couple of them. And I think about all the friends in my Doctor Who community that would like dress up, that were people of color that would dress up as Amy Pond, or would dress up as like, would be dressing up as like these characters that they loved but that were white, and the amount of shit that they would get for doing that, it's like, well, there really aren't any fucking options. There are no other real options, and like, and they are looking at the character and saying, I love that character even though they are white, you know? Like, and why can't we... I'm not saying you should pretend that you don't see in color, but like
one of the reasons why I've noticed some POC cosplayers cosplay characters that have a different skin tone is that they could just paint over themselves, and that's I think that's awful that you have to hide your skin tone behind a paint.
Yeah. And I like Christy Lynn says, doesn't matter if you're just being a gatekeeper. It's still racist because you're still separating a character and a cosplayer
by race. Yes.
Totally agreed. Totally agreed.
Actually, what is going on in the comment section? There's a lot going on.
Let's see. Or been left out of cosplay groups because I don't fit the character.
That's performative. That's absurd. If you feel confident, and this brings up a conversation that I have had with a lot of people because I do pretty consistently get asked, oh my God, you're so confident. How do you do it? How do you do it? Like what steps can be taken? And I'm like, fake it till you make it.
Oh, totally.
Believe in yourself enough and you'll actually start to believe in yourself.
Yeah.
But I mean, fit the character? That's such a broad statement to make, really. Yeah. And there are characters that I cosplay as that I don't fit the character.
Totally.
But I still work it because it's who I want to cosplay as.
Yeah, totally.
If someone is going to shit on your parade because they feel you don't fit the certain criterion to be that character,
don't be in that group.
Don't be in that group.
That's actually
don't be friends with these people.
One of my favorite things about Sharon's groups that she'll put together for KatsuCon every year. It's very clear to me. It's so clear to me that
we're adding you, Sharon Rose.
We're adding you, Sharon Rose. Always adding Sharon. But truly, Sharon's cosplay groups are so clearly. She clearly must like message a group of people and be like, which one of these characters do you love? We're doing a group. And that's like amazing. That's great. People should be able to cosplay whoever they want. Yeah. And as long as they are not changing their race by doing blackface, etc. We've talked about that extensively as well. We don't need to talk about it again. But as long as you are not trying to transform your race to do the character, do whatever you want.
When a black cosplayer, when a POC cosplayer changes their skin tone, which I don't think has ever happened because they know better.
They know better.
Why is this such a hard concept for white cosplayers to understand?
Yeah. There's so many people that will consistently fight you on it. It's just like so crazy to me.
Yes.
So crazy to me.
Yes.
But anyway, moving forward, I wish people would know that there's a difference between having a respectable preference and coming across as a holier than thou fucking douchebag. So accurate, though. There are so many people in the cosplay community that claim to know what the fuck is going on. Nobody knows what the fuck is going on.
No one knows what... I mean, no one knows...
No one
knows what we're doing!
No one knows what we're doing. We don't even know.
We don't even know what we're doing.
This also, something that we haven't talked about yet, this also, on some level, plays into lewd cosplays or sexy cosplays.
Yes, it does.
Because there are a lot of people that will come at you and tell you, no, you cannot make this character sexy. And here's why.
There was, So, to those that don't know, I am a part of groups that are specifically for 21 plus because...
You?
The Mae West of
my
the cosplay community.
You?
So when I'm in these groups, when
you're in those glutes, when I am deep in those glutes, let me just tell you 1 second. When I deep in those 21 plus glutes, go ahead, tell us about the glutes.
That'll get you for that, Kristen. When I am in these groups,
glutes,
weather.
There
are some instances where I will see someone post a lewd cosplay and I'm like, that's not a thing. One that I just saw recently was it was a female cosplayer dressed in just blue heels and cookie crumbs, and she called herself a Cookie Monster cosplayer. And I'm like...
But even so with that, well, I kind of agree with you that my initial thing would be like, I don't know that that's cosplay. I also don't know that I also want to be the gatekeeper of saying that that's cosplay or not, you know?
It's true, though. Who are we as individuals, and who are we as a community to judge a person?
That's it. And in general, there are a lot of people that want to be like, again, they're like, I love this character, and since I love this character, I'm going to tell you that I don't want to see them in their underpants. And I'm like, number one, you're lying. Number two, that is your specific love for that character. That might not be another person's specific love for that character. And there are a lot of reasons why people do mood cosplays.
I'm going to add a few people.
Okay.
I think Selena Moon.
Okay.
Another one of my friends, Helverine. And I'm trying to I think like two other people did like a Sesame Street boudoir shoot.
Oh, yeah.
And that was so inspired. I'm like, I never would have thought to do that.
And there are a lot of people that would look at that and they'd be like, that's for children. That's disgusting. Imagine a child seeing. And it's like, that's your opinion of it. Here
is my thing.
Yeah, go for it, please. Ooh, I'm kicking things.
If you are going to make a youthful character under the age of 17 a lewd, I don't wish to associate myself with you. Yeah. Because that's just, in my opinion, I don't think if this is the opinion of the community, but in my opinion, I would not want that. Yeah. I know that rule, I think 64 or 67 of the internet is that if it exists, there's a porn for it. Yeah. But some things they don't need to be made that way. Yeah. They don't need to be.
It's again, I would never be the person that would be like, no, that's so inappropriate. Well, the only stuff that I'm a gatekeeper for is if you doing a Columbine cosplay, I think we can all agree you need to get the fuck out. Like, there are very few things I'll gatekeep, but
we've discussed like horrendous cosplays to do.
Yeah, we've discussed that.
Hitler. The Columbine students, Osama bin Laden.
Sorry, I love Sound of Music, but there's no place for cosplay of it.
I would love to see you as Mary, though.
I know. Thank you. I've been Liesel. I actually am like Liesel.
All right, fine. You'll be Liesel and I'll be Mary.
Oh, I thought you were going to be Rolf for a moment. I know.
I'm not nearly attractive
enough.
No,
you would be Mother Superior. Are you kidding?
Well, yes.
You would.
Yes, I would be Mother Superior.
But then
climb every mountain.
Tell me more about those glutes. Tell me more.
Everyone in the comment section has been saying glutes, so I'm like, thank you for that. You're appreciate so you. So I worship the ground you walk on.
Well, they're mountains. So. Let's read some comments.
Is it getting warm in here?
Is it getting warm?
My face is rather red in some of these instances. It's also because I'm wearing white.
You guys are commenting up a storm, and I thank you for that. We're gonna try and.
Oh, there are a lot.
Yeah, there have been a ton.
I think Jessica was the one that we.
Where's Jess? Where's Jess?
Up.
Burb, where are you?
And where was it?
No, this is way past.
There it is. Yeah. Girl, you gotta do you. Do what makes you happy. And if anyone says otherwise, call me. I will fight them.
My burb.
And that we need more individuals like you in the community,
true.
Honey.
That's true. Your daughter-in-law.
Carl, this is just as much or as music or painting. So regardless of what people may think or may say, as long as you're happy with it, that's all that should matter.
Yeah, I think he's just saying as like other art forms as well. This. Yeah, totally.
As music or painting. Yeah, so, okay, that makes sense. Yeah. It's the same as any art form.
Let's see. Can we talk about photographers choosing to shoot with Canon cosplayers over or avoid to work with someone who doesn't look right? We have talked about this before. We've talked about this extensively. We did an episode on cosplay photographers if you guys are interested, only because this has come up a couple times today. And I thought that was a really good episode when we did it. Yeah, cosplay photographers that only want to shoot with people that they feel are at a certain caliber. It's pretty shitty. There's no need. Yeah, that's especially if someone's paying you. Shut the fuck up.
Well, I think that's therein lies the conversation. It's like if someone is going to pay you to do a service and you say no because of the way they look, that's
shitty. Yeah,
that's
totally,
shitty.
Totally. And we've talked about this before because there are people that will do that inherently are racist and waitist and all this other stuff. Let's
Ageism
see.
is another fun thing.
Ageism is such a thing.
Let me tell you something. I will be cosplaying well into my 70s.
I cannot wait to cosplay Yzma one day.
Every time.
I cannot wait to do that. I will yell, Kronk, pull the lever for an entire convention.
I'll be here for it.
You'll be pulling the lever. You'll be the beetle. You'll be the beetle. Tallest person ever plays beetle. Yep, great. Let's see. We read that one.
Kasia, like my own boyfriend was like, you're gonna have to thicken up, hue,
to do rose quartz, I think.
And I'm like, no, you don't need to. Stop it.
Yeah, and totally, it's one of those things where she says that she knows it was joking, but you've seen people totally make fun of skinny, and it really is true. It's a thing that happens. I've seen it happen too. You see people are like, ooh, honey, she doesn't have the booty for that, or doesn't have the boobs for that, or whatever. Like, shut the fuck up. How about that?
I will happily let them borrow both my boobs and my butt.
Slams the yeet button 50 times. Yes, mother. That's my wife.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Jason's comment I like. No, you don't fit the character. You make the character fit you. Tom and I make cosplay the same character extremely different ways. And you know what? That is one of the beautiful and amazing things about cosplay.
Yeah, and then he also said down here, actually, better yet, Kristen and I both do Gwenpool, which we do. We do her in very different ways and show our glutes in different ways. Do we fight? No. We geek out over the other's interpretation. It's totally true. We just geek out about each other's glutes. Another person who respectfully, I'm pretty sure I've touched Jason's butt.
Yes.
Respectfully.
And then Jason
was like, touch the butt.
Yes.
And I was like, okay.
And then he lovingly punched you in the jaw.
That was at a different convention.
I know, but it still
that's a different stage of our relationship.
Still must be mentioned.
It's one of those times where you go in for a hug and sometimes you get punched in the fucking face. When you're just a part of their cosplay group, wearing a wig that hurts, and then you get punched in the face.
I would love for us to do that again. That was
to get punched in the face again?
Sure.
Great. Hi. Okay, wait. You made a good face at some point, apparently. Jessica thinks so.
No, yeah, my face was beat red after the glutes comment. Thanks.
Oh, yeah, well, glutes. Also, Jason had said, I know a black cosplayer who white faces for Batman. He thinks it's funny. I mean, I think that's super inappropriate, but that's me. I think if we are saying that blackface isn't okay, whiteface isn't okay.
Whether it's on one side of the coin or the other.
Yeah, I think we gotta treat them all equal.
Changing your skin tone to suit a character is just not necessary.
I think it's all equal. It's sad because my initial reaction is like, as a white person, I'm like, well, what other fucking choice do you have? But we have to treat it as both sides of the coin for sure. Okay, wait, let's see. Just so many glute comments.
Are you proud of yourself?
I am, really.
Are you proud of yourself, ma'am?
That's it. Katie says, so as a first-time cosplayer, are there any rules or behaviors I should be aware of? This is kind of like a side comment, but...
That's... I mean, we can make the blanket statement. Just be respectful of your
surroundings.
Be respectful of the people that you're surrounding yourself with.
If you want a picture with someone, ask.
If you want to take a picture of someone, ask. If you want to make out with someone, ask.
That's it. If someone wants to take a photo of you and you don't want the photo to be taken, say no.
Kindly say, I'm sorry, I can't right now.
Don't feel like you have to say yes to everybody. Slay the game. That's it.
If you're in groups, all the better. If you're solo, just be mindful.
Wait, I love, Jason said, Katie, Wear a costume and have fun. Those are the 2 rules. It's totally true. I made a video once about what are the rules of cosplay, and I literally said they're the rules of just not being an asshole. That's it.
That's
it. Just don't be a fucking asshole. Don't do anything racist, homophobic, whatever.
Don't be a twat.
Yes, do not be one. But do be a glute. I love when you just start to repeat after me, not fully realizing. I know God will get me.
You know, Kristen, there is a God.
You know, Kristen, there is a God.
And he is very capable of getting you.
That's it. That was my favorite part of the message that I sent you at the end. I was like, God will get me for that, Tom.
So, the backstory behind that. This lovely individual just came back from her trip around the world.
Yeah, around London.
And she came home on my birthday.
Yeah,
and I thought,
very jet lagged.
I thought maybe we were going to be able to have an episode on the 10th, but we never did. And it's fine.
My voice was gone.
Completely and totally fine. She has given me that excuse before, and I'm like, I get it.
You've seen it.
I've seen it.
You've seen it happen. It happens.
many a times.
Yeah.
And I think it was the day after.
Day after,
I think it was like later in the evening, she sent gushing how sorry
I
she was.
was so embarrassed. I totally missed your birthday. I just totally missed it. And I was so embarrassed. And I saw, and I was like, no, we didn't. Is this real? This was not real. What's happening? I was like in such a state of despair. And so I sent a very long voice message that ended with very genuinely, I was like, God will get me for that, Tom. There is a God, and he will get me for that.
Yeah.
But you have a birthday gift on the way now. So.
Why?
Because I'm celebrating your fucking existence. It's a glute in a box. It's a glute in a box. It's a glute in a box.
Is it Arsenio's glutes?
I
Is
cannot
glutes?
confirm or
deny these allegations.
These Superman allegations.
Oh my goodness gracious, that was too funny.
Yeah, that was a time. So everyone, wish this sea bitch a happy birthday if you have not already. It was a week ago.
My personal favorite is when people intentionally miss it just so they could send me that picture of happy belated B day.
Do people actually do that? They like specifically do the belated? Oh, if I had fucking known that, I would have waited 1 minute past midnight, and that's when I'd send it. I would be so strategic.
But honey,
I was jet lagged.
You were too jet lagged.
I was so jet lagged, and I genuinely. Can you imagine my face though at home realizing this? Like, beat red, just alone by myself. That's it.
I want you to read Crystalline's comment that I'm pretty sure Jason laughed at.
Where? The box is not gluten-free. Hell! Crystalline, I need you immediately. In all of my life. Goodbye, Kyle. I'm stealing you from your husband. Woo!
Welcome to Catt and Kristen. My name is Tom Catt.
My name is Kristen.
And together,
sometimes known as Catt. Sometimes known as Catt.
Oh,
okay.
Sugar.
Back to the topic at hand. What's it called?
Back to the topic at hand.
Let's get away from the glutes and back to the hands.
Sometimes the two are mutually exclusive.
Great. Good.
One of the things that I love about this show is that we take these very serious topics and we put a comedic spin on them.
Yeah, you guys know we take them very seriously.
These are very, very serious topics of conversation. And you know something? My hope and my wish for the community at large moving forward is that people will learn to what's happening. The glutes of hazard. Are you? I feel like this is a Bug's Life. Are you saying I'm stupid?
Yes.
You done?
I didn't do anything. That was Jason.
Mm-hmm. Get it all out of our systems. We are losing follower count because of this. I don't think we are, actually.
You don't think that they're purely staying for the glute jokes now? I think...
I appreciate my glutes more than I appreciate many other people's. So make those gluten comments. Make all of them.
Make the Maximus
of the glute, whatever.
The gluteus maximus.
Thank you.
Great.
Glute in a box.
It's a glute in a box. It's a glute in a box, yo. 1, cut a hole in the box. 2, put them glutes in that box. 3, make them open the box with consent. And that's the way you do it. Oh!
Thank you, Justin.
It's a glute in a box, yo.
Thank you, Kristen Timberlake.
It's a glute in a box. What's happened?
That's honestly what Kasia just asked. What just happened?
Are we still here?
We are still here.
Wow.
Have you missed us?
Have you missed us? Great.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. I came for the cosplay, but I stayed for the glutes.
That's it.
Honestly, that's why I'm still in the community. That's why I'm still here.
Wait, new shirts. Stayed for the glutes.
Stayed for the
Came
glutes.
for the cosplay.
Stayed
for the glutes. That sounds very much like a sexual harassment charge about to come through, though.
Oh, yeah.
Just here for the glutes. Here for the respectful glutes.
Welcome to the final episode of Catt and Kristen. All glutes all the time.
The gluteus maximus episode. I don't know what's happened, but I'm not mad about it.
No, neither am I.
However, back to the topics. In general, you don't get to tell people what is correct in cosplay.
Don't be a shit person.
Don't be a shit person. That's it.
There's no need to tell a person what they can and can't do in this community. You're only digging yourself into a deeper hole.
Admire the butts. Don't be a butt.
Thank you, Tina Belcher.
I forgot who my character was because I got punched in the face.
Temporal amnesia.
That's it.
Lasted about, let's see, Katsucon was how many months ago?
And then I saw Jason's ass. And it was like...
whoa. Oh, there it is. There it all is.
Respectful.
Respectful glutes.
Yes.
We're gonna have that printed on a T-shirt.
That's it. On Redbubble.
And on the back, it'll be came for the cosplay, stayed for the glutes.
Hashtag respectful glutes. Hashtag cosplay is not consent. Hashtag that booty dough.
That is something that is accurate. We do have very fabulous butts.
Accurate. I've worked on mine. Listen, you gotta hit that gym booty. That's
Correct.
it. Not everybody's born with it.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybe it's Maybelline. Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Don't.
Anything else, kids?
Anything else you would like for us to
I will
discuss?
say that I love that Katie in this comment section has said, everyone is so nice here. I can't wait to join this community. Yay. That's what we try to... That's why we are having these conversations. Again, my biggest fear, and we talked about this, it's part of the reason why I wanted to start this show, is that on my YouTube channel, I constantly get questions from people that want to start cosplay, but are worried for whatever reason about things that they hear in the cosplay community. And it's really telling.
Who'da thunk?
And it's
who'da
like,
thunk?
It's super telling. It's super telling.
Please make these shirts. I'd buy them in a heartbeat.
And then Michael, whom I babysit for, said, I don't know anything about cosplay, but when I tuned in, it was nothing but glutes. So I approve. Hi, Joey and Leo. That's it. Butts. Their favorite line, the boys that I babysit, their favorite line from Moana is when Maui goes, "Did you just throw a blow dart in my butt?" So it's accurate. It all comes together.
Perfect circle.
Perfect butt.
Yes.
Yep. When the fuck are y'all cosplaying? Oh, sorry, we just cursed really loudly in front of the kids I babysit, probably. Sorry, Mike.
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
I routinely, this is actually a real thing, I routinely say that I feel like I am the non-womanizing version of Jean-Ralphio from Parks and Rec. I think I'm like a weird a combo of Leslie, Andy, and Jean-Ralphio. I don't know how all those characters fit together, but here they are. Yeah, we need to do that.
Yeah, we do.
That's it.
But
obviously, like, I'm Jean-Ralphio, correct?
Absolutely.
And you'll wear the fur vest?
Of course I will.
Wonderful. Then we're all set.
Was there ever any doubt in your mind that I would not be...
Oh, I just want to make sure, but I'm going to have to find that wig now. I'll just look up a Steve from Stranger Things wig.
There you go. That's the spirit.
That's it. Done.
Do y'all have Marcy Lucia Corral?
That's a name. I like that name.
Do y'all have any tips for making friends at cons?
We've done a whole episode on this.
News for you.
We have a whole episode on this. Just so you know, this affirms to me that we do need to do the episode guide for sure.
Yeah, we do.
We have to do an episode guide. Okay, I'm gonna make that an actual priority. So in general, Christy Lynn said what I was just about to say, which is find someone who's cosplaying a character you love and it's perfect to talk about. Cosplay is a wonderful equalizer because you see people that love the same things that you do enough that they decided to make a costume. You go up to them, you're like, hey, I love your costume. I love that character. And they're like, thanks. And then you start a conversation about the character.
The one thing that I will say to a lot of people that are just like, cosfame,
yeah.
What of it? Literally.
Yeah.
The reason cosplayers have such high numbers is because they're followed by other cosplayers.
Accurate. Yeah.
Most of the time, how you build up a rapport for yourself is you continuously go to conventions and make a butt ton of friends.
Yeah.
A gluteus ton of friends.
A gluteus ton of friends.
I hate you sometimes because of that.
You named the joke!
I was the one that slipped on the words.
That's it. When you were talking about a 21 plus group, you said glutes. You can't make up this stuff.
Honestly,
you cannot make up this stuff.
I was half expecting you because group, I thought you were going to say gloob. We were going to do a whole Willy Wonka thing, but nope.
Oh, no, this is way better.
Went directly to glutes.
These are way better than Wonka's glutes. I'll tell you that much.
Gene Wilder
much more full of splendor.
He had an interesting figure, didn't he?
It wasn't the golden ticket.
No, it was not. He was not scrumdiddlyumptious.
Oh my gosh. Wait, I love that people are giving Marcy so much advice. Jess says, go to meetups for your fandoms. It's a great way to make friends. Specifically, I recommend Moon Menageries. Hey, but I may be biased. Hey. Yeah, if you're a Sailor Moon fan, come to one of our meetups. Those are super fun. But that's totally true. Meetups are a great place to be like, we all love the same.
That's a great entering point.
Yeah, especially when people are taking like ship photos with people and one another, if you're comfortable with that. It's so cute to see people become friends over them like doing different characters. Yeah.
That's another thing I'd like to point out.
Yes.
One of the things that Gatekeepers will do is they'll sometimes have problems.
Oh, with ships.
With ships.
I love when people get upset about ships because I'm like, screw you.
Arsenio Arsenal posted a picture with him and
yes,
Iron Man Chris.
Yes, they did.
Of Nightwing and Jason Todd, I think, in a lip lock.
Yes,
and
they
people
did.
were just so offended by it. And I'm like...
Hilariously, neither of the girlfriends were upset about it. It's like, everyone calm down. Bye. Yeah, you're at a 10. I need you at a 2. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks
so much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And number 1, but I sort of hate that. I hear what you're saying, but I also don't like what you're saying.
Oh my God almighty, we are publicity. It's ridiculous at this point.
I
am Nick Kroll. You are...
Yeah.
You are... What's her name?
Oh, I can't remember her name now. That's unfortunate. But yes, we are.
Those two.
Yeah. Yeah. If you have a problem with someone's shipping, congratulations. It might not be your ship. It can totally be someone else's. And guess what? It's just sailed. That's it. Sorry that it sailed.
She went there.
Sorry.
She went
there. But I will
there.
continue to take my Mars and Venus pictures with my wife, Jessica. Thank you. Thanks. Bye.
Tiffany, I am Glutes. A gluteus maximus of Friends. Glutes, it's canon. Glutes. This is all my fault.
You know what's the really wonderful part about it?
What?
It is. It's like, it is my fault, but it's also could not exist without you.
Oh, it couldn't have existed without me.
So, therefore, like...
Our next episode is going to be called The Empire Strikes Glutes.
That's true.
Or Glutes Strike Back. A new glute.
A new glute. About cosmetic surgery in the cosplay community. Oh my gosh.
Here we are.
Weather. Wait, okay. What's happening?
A lot.
Are people talking about cosplay?
Glutes are just happening.
Jason had said Marcy just compliments someone's cosplay. It often turns into a conversation. And in the case of me and my bestie with Tom and Kristen, it may end up a 5-hour dinner at a diner. Absolutely accurate.
Correct.
Again, Jason is a perfect example. Jason and Matt are two people we literally met at WinterCon and then met that day and then spent 5 hours at a diner with.
Yes.
Just the four of us.
Yes.
Like, friendships are totally attainable at cons. You just gotta start up a conversation with someone. It can be a scary thing, but you just gotta start them up.
Yep. Katie asked any tips about wigs. We've discussed wigs. We've discussed wigs. We've discussed makeup.
And also, people are giving a lot of advice in the comments. Christy Lynn said, "You too, check out our
This is what Nachas is all about."
Oh my gosh! And also, become broke via cosplay.
Well, yes.
Yeah, that's it. Wait.
And then just glutes everywhere.
Yeah, Jessica has given lots of advice. Everybody look at Jessica's comments. She's great.
It's okay. Tom now has a
calling card.
Was there ever a time I didn't?
It's true. 21 glutes.
A 21 glute salute.
Oh my gosh! Wait.
Hashtag 21 glute salute.
That's it. Leave us alone. That's it. You getting a glute salute. My hero glutademia. Sometimes when I eat spicy foods, I go toots from the glutes. This is it. Just glute comments forever.
The golden glutes.
The golden glutes.
Dr. Glute.
Oh my lord.
Harry Potter and the glute of fire.
Instead of glute.
I am glute.
I am glute. I am glute.
Well, this is where we're at right now. This is the height of entertainment.
Because before we were starting to record, I was thinking to myself when I said we're back, kids. I was thinking of the fact that our audience doesn't have a name. You know how some people have like names for their audiences, and then I was just thinking the respectful glutes. 21 glutes. Respectful glutes sounds like a great name.
Hello, my respectful glutes.
What's up, respectful glutes?
This is
Welcome back to Catt and Chris.
Welcome back to Catt and Chris.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, my heavens.
Yeah, so here we are. Everyone wants glute shirts.
Have you missed us?
Have you?
Have you missed us? Really?
We've talked about glutes for over 20 minutes
Yes,
now.
we have.
This is really just an incredible time to be alive. I know
we've both gotten red-faced.
This is what Facebook had in mind when they made the live feature available.
Yes.
Specifically, that's it.
Yep. Please make glute shirts. Someone who has never watched the show before. Someone that this is their introduction to us, already telling us to make glute shirts.
Respectful glutes.
Respectful glutes.
That's it.
I'm unintentionally funny. I'm the Alyssa Edwards of the cosplay community now.
That's it. Here we are. So, that was a great conversation.
It's a fabulous conversation.
That was a really... Actually... I don't know that we can ever do another episode. This is the penultimate. Oh, this is crazy. Okay.
Doug, you got me again, honey.
Genuinely though. Yeah. First time here and I'm trying to figure out what I'm watching. Honestly, I'm trying to figure out what's happening right now. I don't know. It's impossible to have jet lag after a week and a half of being back.
Yes.
Like, because here we are.
Yep. Also, I mean, it is safe to say that we haven't recorded in 2 weeks. Yeah. So again, like I said,
this is it.
There's a lot of zaniness we have to catch up on.
This is it. But for those of you first time here, hello. We talk about cosplay in the community, which we did for the first 40 minutes or so of this episode.
The cosplay.
And then one misstep, and you've got a glute. You got a glute.
The glute play community.
It's true. Oh, the glute play community.
The glute play community.
That's a fetish. That's a fetish.
That's disgusting. There are people that are into that sort of thing. You can find them in many cosplay 21 plus groups.
And in 21 plus glutes. Okay. All right. Damn, my internet dies, and as soon as I come back, Tom is broken. Seems alright.
Honestly, it happens more frequently than you think. Tom, when they're at conventions, always has this pillar of respectability and classiness and glamour. But you get me behind a camera with this one, and I'm a mess.
It's all glutes.
All glutes, all the time.
All glutes. Great. So glute shirts coming soon. Your respectful glutes coming to a Redbubble near you. But thank you actually for the very genuine conversation before the glutes happened. And thank you for staying with us after the glutes happened.
Yeah, correct.
This was a good episode. I feel good about the conversation that we had. And and
the subsequent wackiness that followed.
I just ask you that if you are about to criticize a cosplayer, ask yourself, like, really, is it any of your damn business what they doing when it comes to the actual, like, art of their cosplay and the actual canonness of their cosplay? Perhaps canon was, in fact, not what they were going for. Perhaps it was. Perhaps they're nailing it and they just aren't the canon race of the character. Doesn't really fucking matter. They're still nailing it. Just worry about yourself. Worry about yourself. Don't be an asshole. And thank you guys for the cool conversation. Glutes. Also, Eric missed this whole conversation about glutes.
I don't think he would have made some comments that I probably would have pissed myself to.
That's what I'm saying. Someone tag Brooklyn Link and let him know we need some glute puns after the fact.
I genuinely think he would not be able to handle the...
This was absurd.
This was an exercise for the both of us. Like, how did he find himself amongst all these glutes?
21 glutes, man.
21 plus glutes. The mind reels. The glutes reel. The glute is real. May the glute be with you.
Golden glutes. Golden glutes.
Yep. That's...
Woo! Well... Who's our cosplayer of the week?
Our cosplayer of the week this week is Alexa Hart.
Whoop whoop!
Otherwise known as AlexaHeartCosplay, or Heart and Soul Cosplay, I believe, is their nom de guerre. She is a wonderful cosplayer that conveys a very big message. She actually started the hashtag LGBT cosplay here.
Yep.
Yeah, she had done that, and great with armor, great personality. Just give her some lovin'.
Yeah.
We will, of course, as Evra, have pictures, links, all that fun stuff. Zeldas, you know the jag.
That's it.
99 glute balloons. I take full responsibility for this.
As you should. Again, the best part of this is that inherently, even though I was the one who went with glutes, you were the one that made the misstep. And so therefore, when the history books look back on this strange time of respectful glutes, it will in fact reflect that you made the misstep and that I just came in with what everybody was thinking. Glutes.
21 glute salute.
Thank you for touching my glutes. Jason, you're an icon. 1, cut a hole in the box. 2, put your glutes in that box. 3, make her respectfully open the box.
No joke. Before we even recorded the episode, I turned to Kristen and I said, "You're a pal and a confidant." So not only am I going to be remembered as a killer B. Arthur impersonator, I'm also going to be remembered as the glute person. Honestly, bless up.
That's it. Hashtag blessed.
Hashtag blessed.
We should go.
I think it's time.
I swear, guys, we're sober as can be.
Incredibly, there was nothing in this teacup other than just tea. Oh. I can't even say that.
I have a meeting in 20 minutes.
Ciao meow for now, guys. Mumbai, Dubai. Bye.
I forgot how to hit the exit button. Hold on.